So something is bothering me a lot about this whole issue of lockdown and the economy and what we're doing about it. People are suffering. Businesses are suffering. People can't work. People are going out of business. So it is no doubt that we need to address the problem quickly and effectively. But the problem I have, and hear me out on this, people only talking about the lockdown as though the lockdown were a thing in itself, whereas we're losing sight of the fact that the lockdown only exists because it is assumed people cannot follow safety measures consistently. That is the only reason why we have lockdowns across the world, because there's an assumption that it is easier to close down an economy, close down a sector, and force people to stay away than to get them to wear a mask consistently and properly, wash their hands regularly, sanitize, distance from other people, and stay at home when necessary. Our conversation right now about saving the economy should not be about which sectors to open and how to open them. It should be about how to get people to comply with safety regulations. That is the conversation that we should be having. Because soca artists can get people to pick up a whole tent and move it from one side of the venue to another. We have seen all sorts of extraordinary efforts within our, talking from Trinidad and Tobago's experience now, but this extends. We have seen people do all sorts of heroic, incredible things, incredible efforts when they are motivated, when they understand what they're doing, why they're doing it, and they're motivated to act. So our focus in terms of saving our economy, being able to open successfully and so on, should not be about getting too deep into the nitty-gritty of whether we should open bars or whether it should be bars and whatever, or no, that has a role to play as well. But we really need to be talking about how do we get people to comply with the safety regulations consistently. If we have been educating people and they're not getting it, then we need to change. We need to examine quickly and change the way we have been communicating the message. Maybe people are not making a connection between holding the mask below their nose and the grandmother ending up dying a horrible death alone. Maybe that's the connection that is not there. Maybe people not understanding, maybe younger folks not understanding that they might be fine, but they could kill mommy or daddy by just going out on linemen and being irresponsible. So we need to educate our population and make sure that they're getting the message, and we need to find creative ways to motivate people to want to save themselves, their family members, their elders, their parents, their uncles, their aunts, their loved ones, their neighbors, whoever it is. All right? We need to educate and we need to motivate people. Once we can get people to simply wear a mask that they're comfortable with consistently, wash their hands regularly, sanitize, keep a safe distance from other people, and stay at home as much as possible. Utilize all the other methods of keeping in touch and being in connection with one another. Once we can get people to do that, guess what? Nearly every sector can reopen because we will be safe. So this issue with the economy and lockdown is not about locking down or not locking down, or how we lock down or how we unlock. It's not about locks. It's about getting people to comply with safety regulations consistently. Can we please change the conversation quickly and address this burning question so that all of us can benefit and be safe?